Welcome back, everybody. This is RDJ. This is the Renegade fight. Tonight is one of a good night. I'm excited about this right here. We're at the end of the regular season almost, just a few games away. And right now, a lot of talks have been going around. A lot of conversations have been going around. So I'm excited tonight. Tonight I'm excited because the conversations and the talks that's been going on around the area, around the news feeds and the televisions and whatever you've been listening to or whoever you've been listening to, when they are talking college football sports, this conversation comes up almost every single time, whether it's at the beginning of the conversation or the end of the conversation. And right now, that conversation is the 2024 Heisman Watch. Everyone has somebody on their list that they are excited to see win the Heisman. Some are excited to see who is going to win the Heisman. Some is excited just to see what is going to happen throughout the season, just to see who's going to be at the Heisman Trophy presentation in New York at the end of the season. So I decided that I was going to make my own list and announce my own list of the Heisman this year, my Heisman hopefuls. I've been watching a lot of football. I'm watching every game that I could either get my TV on, radio on, anything. So I'm excited just to see who's going to be on this panel at the end of the season. So I made my own list, and my list consisted of 4 players. And as we know how the Heisman works, throughout the season, they just name a lot of different players that play well. Your team is winning. Your team is playing very, very well. So there's a lot of different players every week, in and out, in and out. And at the end of the season, as we all know, when you get nominated to go to New York for the actual Heisman Trophy presentation, it is anywhere between 4 and 5 players. In past years, it's been 4 players. In history, there are always 4 to 5 players. And if there's a down year or just some people just set themselves apart, you might see 3. But notably, you see 4. So I said, well, I'm going to make my 4. And tonight we're going to unveil the 2024 Heisman hopeful watch list. And right now, no particular order. So right now I have it at Dillon Gabriel, quarterback, Oregon Ducks. He is a 6 foot, 200-pound senior. He has thrown for 2,665 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions so far this season. With his biggest game coming against Idaho, with passing yards of 41 of 49, 380 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Dillon Gabriel is a team leader. He gets everyone involved on the football field. Whenever the coaches call plays, he calls the plays effectively. And even though he has a number 1 receiver or a number 1 player that he wants or likes to always throw to, he runs through the playbook and get everyone on the field involved. So Dillon Gabriel, been watching him. He's been playing well all season long. And as of right now, at this point of the season, I felt like he would be a Heisman hopeful at the end of the season. So Dillon Gabriel, Oregon Ducks, is on my Heisman list. Next up, quarterback, Cam Ward, Miami Hurricanes. He is a 6'2", 233-pound senior. He has thrown for 3,146 yards, 29 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, with his biggest game coming against the University of South Florida. He thrown for 34 times, 24 completions, 404 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Cam Ward, as we know, we've been watching him all year. He is an awesome quarterback. He can pass the ball. He can run the football. He gets everyone on the field involved. As Dylan Gabriel, Cam Ward as well has a favorite receiver as well. But Cam Ward is one of those type players. He is so versatile that he can throw the ball to anyone on the football field, and those players that he throw to can make a play. And if those players may not be able to make a play at that time, Cam Ward is one smart quarterback. And when he drops back to pass, if whatever he's looking at is not there, he will pull the ball down and he will run for a first down. He will run for a 3 or 4 yard gain. He is one of those quarterbacks that he is so elusive, he is hard to sack. Now, if you're going to get a sack on him, you will have to do what you call swarm the pocket, and you have to tackle him with 2, 3, or 4 multiple players, because he is that elusive. He can get away from a 1 or 2 person tackle. So you have to swarm the pocket and get him down if you're going to sack him. And he is that elusive. Cam Ward is a good quarterback. Miami Hurricanes is blessed to have him there. And he is one of those players that he wants the world to know that he is on the Heisman watch list, and he is on my list. Even though I'm a Florida State fan, it is still exciting to see Cam Ward play football the way he does, because it gets you excited for the upcoming games that will be coming on later that day or whatever. He's one of those players that keep you glued to the TV to watch him. So Cam Ward is on my Heisman Trophy watch list. The next person on this list is quarterback Shedeur Sanders, Colorado Buffaloes. He is a 6'2", 215-pound senior. He has thrown for 2,591 yards, 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions so far this season. Shedeur Sanders from the Colorado Buffaloes, his best game was against North Dakota State, which was the first game of the season this year. He threw the ball 34 times, 26 interceptions, 445 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. I've been watching Colorado all season long, even though they have late games at later at night. They're some of the last teams to play. And thankfully this year in the 2024 season, they have been getting a lot of 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock games. So it is good to see them late, but still a little bit early to where you can watch the entire game. Shedeur Sanders is one of those type players. He is also elusive. He can escape the pocket as well in running the football, passing the football. He can get his playmakers involved, and not only get his playmakers involved, if the play is not there, he can also pull the ball down and run as well. He is one of those type players that he commands the team, he commands the attention of the team, and he commands the crowd noise and the stadium that he plays in. When he steps on the football field, he is one of those type players that says, I am the leader here, and we are going to play well tonight. And not only are we going to play well tonight, we are going to play well enough to where we could pull out a win. And this year, Shedeur Sanders, every year that I've seen him, even going back to Jackson State, He is one of those players that he is so good at what he does. He does not listen to what the critics say. He just goes out and he plays football. And whenever the critics does have something bad to say, he just smiles, go on the field the next week and proves those critics wrong. I like a football player like that. It shows me that he has confidence in what he is doing, and he's proven to the world that he does belong in the spot that he is in. So Shedeur Sanders, Colorado Buffaloes, he is on my Heisman Trophy football list for the 2024 season. And next up, we have athlete Travis Hunter, Colorado Buffaloes. I name him athlete because he is what I call a two-way star. We've seen two-way stars before in Champ Bailey and Charles Woodson. If you know anything about Champ Bailey, he played for the Georgia Bulldogs, and Charles Woodson played for the Michigan Wolverines. We've seen players like a Travis Hunter to play both ways, but we have not seen a player like Travis Hunter that plays every single snap, every single game, all season long. Champ Bailey and Charles Woodson played sparingly on both sides of the ball. They had primary positions, but they played sparingly on both sides of the ball because of the need. Travis Hunter also is a player that he plays on both sides of the football because of the need. And not only that, Travis Hunter is an athlete because he is one of those players that I feel like he is just awesome. When he touches the football field, he plays, and some people would say, oh, he puts on a show. Well, no, I don't say he puts on a show. I say he is one of those field commanders that when he steps on the field as well, he wants the teammates to play just as well as he does. And when someone makes a mistake, he is right there to say, hey, let's not make that mistake no more. Let's do something different. Travis Hunter is a 6'1", 185-pound junior. He has receiving stats of 60 receptions for 757 yards and 8 touchdowns so far this season. And his cornerback stats is, as of right now, 20 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 2 interceptions. With the last few games on the slate, I feel like those numbers will go up tremendously, defensively and offensively. Travis Hunter is on my Heisman watch list, and I know that there's 2 Colorado Buffaloes from the same team on the list, and I would love to see both of them be sitting in New York wanting to get that Heisman Trophy. So Travis Hunter is on my Heisman watch list, and I just encourage everyone to like, share, subscribe. This is our DJ, the Renegade Fight, and always go Noles.